we have fans. Look at that. I'm your host, BVP, aka Bill Van Patten, the diva of SLA. Sorry. I'm the guy bringing sexy back to second language acquisition. Shut up. I'm not going to introduce you now, Walter. Okay, with me, my co-host. This time I'm going to introduce Angelica first. Angelica Kramer, back from Germany. Yay! Yay! Boy, did we miss you, my God. This guy was working my nerves like a squirrel on a nut, let me tell you.
Poor Bill.
I know.
Poor Walter.
Thank you. Poor Walter.
Yeah, poor Walter.
Oh, Walter. Okay, and my other co-host, Walter Hopkins. Walter, say hi to the crowd.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Hey, Walter.
Woo!
My own personal volleyball. Well, we are live here at the annual ACTFL meeting, or convention. This is a convention, not a meeting, right?
It's a convention, yeah.
Convention, yeah. I tell you, man, the glitter, the glam, I tell you, the gowns. Have you been watching this parade of people here?
Hello, are you seeing what I'm wearing?
Yes, I'm seeing what the audience at home can't see what you're wearing.
That's true.
She's wearing a tiara, one of those plastic little paper ones that lights up. It says 21. I don't know what the 21 stands for, but honey, you passed 21 a long time ago, but I'm not.
What, a long time ago? No. Just very recently.
Oh, gosh.
I found it. You know?
Well, I did, we're in San Diego for ACTFL. I did some research on this. I don't know if you all know this. Do you know who the famous people from San Diego are? Some of the famous people from San Diego. Cameron Diaz, Gregory Peck was from San Diego, Robert Duvall, Kathleen Diamond, I can't say her right, Mayim Bielik, remember her? She's great. Ted Danson, Mario Lopez, and RuPaul. RuPaul was born in San Diego before he moved to Atlanta. RuPaul was born in San Diego. All right, we're continuing our topic from last week. What does explicit teaching do, if anything? Unfortunately, those of you at home can't call in today because we have no phone lines here in the convention center. We barely have Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. But you can let us know your thoughts if you can. Are you able to? Walter's on my cell phone, so you can send us a question or comment through teawithbvp@gmail.com. Walter's reading that. Are you able to look at tweets, Angelica?
Sure.
If you want to tweet?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put Mikey on this. If Mikey wants to follow tweets, he can tell us what people are saying. So you can tweet us or email us with your questions or comments. We want to hear your questions, but we also want to hear your comments and reactions to what we're talking about as we talk about this provocative topic. This is, again, a continuation of last week. What does explicit teaching do, if anything? And remember, if you're not listening live and you can't listen live, you can always catch us archived at teawithbvp.com. We make for great listening for your students. You can assign our recorded shows as homework, right? Students can give presentations on what they're listening to and what we're saying and what people are saying from the audience. There's no end to how you can use our shows and how you can listen to them. And don't forget our SLA challenge quiz. We're not doing this with a call-in today, so somebody here from the audience is going to have to take our SLA challenge quiz. Yes, one of you going to have to do. So no call-ins, but one of you lucky audience members, and we have a great prize if you get all 3 questions correct. And you want to know what your prize is if you get the quiz correct? Yeah. You get a date with Walter Hopkins.
Walter!
Yeah, you get your own personal volleyball for the evening. I'm willing to rent them out for the night. All you need is $10 and you'll have a great time.
Oh my God.
Okay, we have those of you at home, we have a very, very special guest with us today. I'm very pleased to introduce him all the way down from 3 hours north of us in the LA area. Please join me, Walter, and Angelica as we welcome to Tea with BVP, the previous diva of SLA. Fabulous, wonderful. Stephen Krashen.
To a good start here.
Steve, so how you doing?
You can punch him if you want.
Not bad, not bad. Good to be here.
Oh,
Thank you. In fact, at my age, it's good to be anywhere.
Don't talk to me about age. I looked at myself in the mirror the other day. I said, how did I get so wrinkled? Then I moved the mirror from my ass to my face, and it really God. No, it's true. You know, when you get older, things start going
Shake
south.
your head, Angelica.
Oh, I'm shaking. Are you kidding me? I'm shaking.
Don't be like that. Okay, before we begin, a not-so-gentle reminder that we are pushing to make it to 1,000 followers on our newsletter by December, so please get people to sign up. We're almost there. It's a few to go. Luke is pushing me on that, so please have your friends, colleagues, and students sign up. And we have a shout-out to the SLA students from the University of Oklahoma. Do you want to wave and say... Woo! Again, our topic today is what does explicit teaching do, if anything? This is going to be a great topic for me and Steve to talk to you all about. By explicit teaching, I think you all know what we mean. We're talking about the explicit teaching of grammar and vocabulary along with explicit practice. Now, there are lots and lots of issues buried within this topic, and we may have to have additional shows on this. I got a great topic for our next show, which I'll get to later. But let me throw out something here for those of you in the crowd and those of you at home. If your goal is language acquisition, if your goal is some kind of proficiency, then explicit teaching is at best, a waste of time. Let's start right there. At worst, it could actually be detrimental for your endeavors and what you want to do. Now, I know this rankles the feathers, or ruffles the feathers of some of my colleagues out there, some of my colleagues that I work with. But I think we need to be clear about one thing. Steve and I have both been involved in research for a long time, and I don't think there's any solid evidence anywhere that, in fact, I know there isn't, that explicit teaching is necessary for language acquisition. And again, at best, and I'm being very generous by saying this, at best, the evidence that it's even beneficial is weak in my mind, from my review of literature. Again, I know that's going to throw a few people off out there, but that's how I see things. But what better person to have with us here today at ACTFL to talk about this but Steve Krashen. So Steve, I wondered if you wanted to make a little comment about explicit teaching, explicit practice before we start taking questions from the audience or talk to anybody else.
I want to make a big comment about it. No
do it,
question.
Steve. Do
sure.
it. Do it.
Contrary to popular opinion, I am not opposed to teaching grammar. I would never say teach grammar, go to jail. Grammar is evil, but it's limited. That's the point. It has a few functions. It's hard to learn. It's hard to apply. I have hypothesized a long time ago that certain conditions have to be met in order to use grammar, and they are daunting. First, you got to know the rule, and linguists haven't described all the rules. Grammar experts don't know all the rules. The best grammar teachers will admit to you they don't know all the rules. They don't present all the rules. The best students don't learn all the rules, and the ones they learn, they don't always remember. So we're talking about a very small set of possible things to learn. Number two, if you want to use grammar, not only do you have to learn the rule, you've got to be thinking about correctness, which is kind of an unnatural thing to do. It's kind of like patting your head and tapping your tummy at the same